So how did I gain 3 years of work experience while in college? And hopefully this gives you some ideas. My name is Marsilda Bialczak. I'm the founder of Expand to Market. Expand to Market is like a digital marketing agency. We basically help entrepreneurs, companies from all over the world. We have European customers from US, to basically help them not just like grow their brand, social media and sales, but also like how to come up with ideas to expand to new markets. So let's say a company in Europe is trying to expand to US and vice versa. But we also like love to help build a community and teach information for free. Like we have a YouTube channel, we have social media accounts. If it's my personal profiles, if you search Marsilda Bialczak everywhere, you should be able to find me. I don't think there's a Marsilda Bialczak in the world, thank God. So it's very easy for you to search my name and find information in any platform. But also we have a YouTube channel where we love to share trainings, and we always encourage people to comment and say, hey, what do you want to learn next? And we will provide trainings for free to you and everybody that needs to learn something. If it's like how to improve their skills, career, anything that honestly we have the power to do. So who am I? As I mentioned, I'm a digital marketing, social media, and sales coach. First of all, my main income in a way is coaching and training companies and their teams how to increase their brand, how to create content strategy that will grow a community. Because we'll talk about how important it is to grow a community nowadays, and how every single brand out there, doesn't matter if it's a startup, a small business, or a multi-million and billion company, they need a community in order to thrive. I'm also the founder, as I mentioned, of Expand to Market, but I also advise startups that are trying to grow and they're not sure the steps to take or how they can even go from A to Z. I also provide those one-on-one coachings and advising to them. And as well, I'm a mama too. That's why I was asking before, if there's anyone actually in the group that is a parent, I'd love to know. Put on the chat and say hello, and how many kids you have. Why do I mention the mom thing? Is because when I actually started my business last year, I was still breastfeeding. I had a small kid. I had another kid that, we're trying to homeschool at home. So if I can do it, with having so much stuff going on in my life, anyone can do it. So just because you're in college doesn't mean you cannot start a company tomorrow. It doesn't mean that you cannot start your career before you even finish college. So hopefully this will empower you along the way, and you'll make you like better person and hopefully learn more and more. So a little bit more about my story. For those that don't know me, I actually come from Albania. Currently I live in US, New Hampshire, but I am from Albania. For those that don't know where Albania is from, it's a small country in Europe next to Greece, Croatia, even closer to Italy, water-wise, Kosovo, Macedonia. And it's really a poor country. It has like 3 million people. So basically everybody kind of like knows everybody, or if they don't know everybody, they'll find other people that know other people. We as Albanians are very kind of like related with the indie culture as well. We're very family oriented. Everybody loves to hustle and thrive, but there's no opportunity. When I grew up in Albania, my family was not rich. We lived in 1-bedroom apartment. Me and my brother always slept in the living room where basically the guests come over. We didn't even know what a room was, or our private room, or how to be independent, because we lived with our parents. And to be honest, I didn't really ever thought that I was poor, because we had food. And as long as we had food, for me, that was rich. We were rich until I grew up in life and I figured out, oh, I guess I was poor all my life and I never knew. What I loved about my parents is my dad is a teacher. So he always had that teaching aspect on me, to trying to learn and go to college. All my parents said is go to college, but they kind of like missed the point of why college? And is college going to make me successful? Is college going to make me have more money? Or college will kind of like help me get a job? And all I learned is go to college, learn, get good grades, go to college. But nobody actually told me about what do I need to know and to do to be successful in life, or to maybe make more money. Because we all know that yes, you can get a career after college if you had good grades, but college doesn't give you the opportunity to make money, to grow yourself, to grow your skills, to do what you love and passion. College is just like information. It's just books. We can find books everywhere. So that still doesn't stop you from being someone else. So that's why I always had that question mark. Well, I'm studying, but what am I studying for? So back to, going from childhood to high school, I still didn't know much. And mind you that I went through a lot of stuff in my childhood. Thank God my family was like a healthy family, but Albania at that time, when I was only in second grade, went through a civil war. There was literally gunfires outside my window. We couldn't go to school for months. I was a kid. I mean, at that time, I kind of like was happy that we didn't have school, to be honest, so I didn't have to do homework. But there was like a lot of trouble in Albania. It was not safe. Girls were getting kidnapped every day. All I did was just go to school, come home. Go to school, come home, and maybe play below the window where my parents could see me in the building, because nobody really trusted anybody. There was guns. There was people that stole guns from the government. Like, there was like a nightmare, a mess. And on top of it, Kosovo, which is also like Albanians, used to be Albania back in the day, went through a genocide. People were fleeing Kosovo and coming back to Albania as refugees. And Albania was poor by itself. My family was poor. We didn't have like rooms. We didn't have a big house. And we still tried to help everybody because that's all we knew. We knew to care for people and to help. So I really learned a lot from my parents, giving back to people. And that's kind of like, it's like a passion that I still follow. Is my passion number one is how to give back in any way. If it's money, knowledge, advice. And that's why I'm here today, guys. And that's why I'm sharing this with you. When I went to high school, I guess like my dream became from in childhood, I wanted, my success meant like being a choreographer. And you know what? I kind of achieved that. I used to be a choreographer in my high school. I would do like a lot of choreography, dances, but all I knew was that. So after I was in high school, I'm like, this is probably not going to be something that I can do for long term. You don't know if one day, you'll even be able to sell, because in Albania it was still taboo, the whole dancing thing. Even my parents never advised me to do any dancing, and I was doing it secret. So don't tell them. But when I was in high school, I'm like, you know what? I'm very passionate about learning English. I was really good at English. And I really thought like, if I know English, if I can speak fluently English, I can read, I can do anything in the world. So my goal became, I want to know everything that is to know about the American language or English, the American culture, because one day I want to go to college in America and hopefully, get a better job. But I never ever dreamed that one day I'll be here where I am today. So back to college, I tried to take opportunity of learning the language. We did American studies in my degree. It was called International Culture and Tourism, because basically when you finish this college, you could be an English teacher, a translator, interpreter, or even you just help like with Albanian tourism. And that's what I had as goal, and that's what success meant to me in college. So I did all the right things. I just studied, but in the same time, I knew I needed money, not to make money. My only goal was to make money enough while I was studying to actually have fun, pay for nicer clothes because my parents could afford me. I had a really tight budget that would give me and support me in college. Just like buy coffee when going out with my friends or tea. So that's what I used to do. I used to work part-time secretly from my parents as call center telemarketing, calling Italian customers, speaking Italian, because I learned also Italian on my own. Like I didn't go to school for Italian. I learned it on my own because I wanted to. I did a minor in Spanish. I tried to learn Spanish on my own. Like I was trying to gain as much information and make as much as connections in a way to grow further my career. Well, something happened. When I was finishing my master's degree in Albania, I actually met someone. For a couple of years, we were just best friends. We were just practicing. I was practicing English. My future husband was practicing basic Albanian because he had Albanian friends. And never in the world I thought that I'll fall in love with someone that is across the country and I'll have a love distance. I actually hated the word love distance. When you see movies like even the Bollywood movies in India, you see like, oh, the Indian girl, maybe she marries an American or someone other than Indian or someone successful or the poor and the rich. I never in my life thought that that would be something that I'll get into it. So what happened is, after becoming best friends or pen friends with my current husband now, he came to visit me in Albania and everything changed from there. Even though I never in my life wanted to leave my country, leave my family, I had a career, I had a success in life, I wanted to be an interpreter, I wanted to be maybe a teacher, I fell in love and I had to quit everything.